Hey, welcome to Mom's Fit Life. January's workout is a full body workout. You're going to need one heavy, one medium, and one light dumbbell. Make sure that you do some kind of warm up before doing this circuit. I recommend 3 to 4 rounds, and we're going to jump right into round 1. You're going to start with that medium dumbbell straight up overhead. If you're holding it in your right arm, you're going to step forward and lunge with your left. Okay, what's going to be the most important thing here is keeping that arm as straight as you can, but then also not letting those ribs flare or leaning back as you lunge forward. If it's too difficult to step and maintain that good stack of ribs over hips, then go ahead and just step out and do a split squat where you just come up and down and your feet don't move. And then switching sides after 10, so left arm, right leg steps. Again, making sure you're not leaning back or arching the back or letting those ribs flare towards the ceiling. Exhale as you stand, lifting the pelvic floor, tightening the core, driving through that front heel, front glute. Arm is as straight as you can keep it. Other arm is kind of where it helps keep you balanced, whether you're feeling your stomach, make sure your ribs aren't flaring, or out to the side, completely up to you. Arm super straight, super straight. Good. After 10 on each side, we're going to keep that medium dumbbell and we're going to come into an isolated bicep curl using your sumo squat. So you're driving that right elbow into your right thigh, sitting into that sumo squat nice and low. Back is straight, don't let it round. Okay, shake it out, let those legs get some blood back into them. So feet are going wider than shoulder width. You're going to sit down into that sumo squat, press your left elbow into your left thigh, create tension on those two. And then go through the full range of motion with that bicep curl. Quads and butt stay down, back stays nice and flat. Abs are engaged. Good, shake it out a bit. Okay, so you're going to want to exchange that medium dumbbell out for your heavy. And then we are going to go into a single RDL with a single arm row. So if your planted leg is left, right arm is rowing. Think about rowing that elbow and dumbbell towards your pocket. Knee is over your midfoot, really pushing those hips back and extending through the back of the leg. Exhale, lift the pelvic floor, tighten the core, draw that elbow towards your ceiling and back pocket. Stand, shake it out, and then we're going to switch sides. That back foot is strictly just to help keep you balanced. There should be little to no weight on that back foot. So at any time during this movement, you should be able to lift that back foot off the ground and not fall over. Again, dumbbell kind of comes towards your back pocket. Knee stays over that midfoot. Make sure your weight is evenly distributed over that front foot. Exhale, lift the pelvic floor, tighten the core, draw that elbow up. Wonderful. And then we're going to go into a duck and punch here. So if you want to grab that light weight, this is a good time to do it. You can either switch hands when you duck, or you can use 2 really light weights. Okay, think about it like you're trying to duck under a pole and then really put some oomph in that punch. Think about that punch leading from the pelvic floor. So exhale, lift the pelvic floor, tighten the core as you stand and punch. Really creating some tension through that core to make the punch happen. And again, pretend you're ducking under a bar. Now we're going to go back to that medium weight. And then you're going to go into a lateral lunge with an upright row. So dumbbell is in my right hand. I'm lunging to my left. Make sure toes stay parallel and forward. Elbow leads. You're not going any higher than your shoulder or chest height here with the dumbbell. Really sitting into that bent leg. Making sure your hip, knee, and ankle are in alignment. And then we're going to switch sides. Again, toes facing the wall in front of you, parallel to each other. Chest stays tall, so your back stays flat. and then really working on driving through that bent leg. If you're stepping to your right leg bends, left leg stays really straight throughout the movement. Elbow nice and high, just let the hand hang. And then we're gonna wrap it up with some plank to shoulder taps. So I'm gonna do this from a tall plank on my toes, but feel free to drop to your knees if you need to. Feet are gonna be a little wider from added stability, but you're tapping into that deep, deep core, really trying to make sure that you're minimizing any rotation at your hips, okay? Really trying to turn on those lower abs and that deep core and not shift from side to side. I really hope you enjoyed this workout. Feel free to repeat it 2 to 3 more times for a full complete workout, or head over to the membership and get this workout as a follow along video in its entirety with me. Or if you liked my style and you like the workout, of course you can work with me one-on-one, and if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask.